class day for all the cramming of this stuff. It almost seems like it's too much information for you to actually remember. You kind of need all the practical, I guess, application for it to actually stick. I think one comment as a joke, although it is kind of true, they were saying you all better get like your pilot's license after this, because a lot of this stuff, realistically, you don't really need to know as a person who just flies a drone, not like a traditional aircraft. I was quickly reading this though, and it says something here. Meet the Fly Drive drone. Israeli prototype has several forms of locomotions, but one set of motors. This is a world-first flying, driving, and squeezing drone made by researchers at the Ben Gurion University of the Negev in Israel. Dubbed the Flying Sprawl-Tuned Autonomous Robot, or F-Star, it can fly like a quadcopter, use its wheel to drive over rough terrain, and scrunch up to fit through narrow spaces, all using the same set of motors. It was developed in BGU Bio-Inspired and Medical Robotics Lab by a team headed by David Zarok. Presenting their prototype to the IEEE International Conference on Robotics and Autonomous in Montreal, Canada early this year, the researchers revealed that F-Star can crawl or run on flat surfaces, climb over large obstacles and up close space walls, or squeeze through a tunnel. It says it goes at speeds at 2.6 meters a second, and they say of course the thing flies. Kind of cool. Makes me wonder too, if something can, let's say, fly, drive, go on terrain, maybe water later, does this mean you need to get what? A drone license, a pilot license, a boat license? Man, at this rate in Canada anyways, that seems like the case. Alright, I guess that's all done. Pretty quick, huh? The 3 days went by just like that. Long hours though. It was actually really fun overall and reassuring just to know that a lot of people, I guess, kind of see how, while there are some merits to having things like registration and all that, it's just not executed very well overall. Like having irrelevant questions not related to really safety with the drones and all that. After finishing everything too, I'm supposed to get a radio license. How do I spell my name? Alpha, Lima, Alpha, November. This is stuff that you usually hear like in TV shows and stuff like that. So what do I think overall? Was it worth it to go to the drone ground school? It was fun overall to do it. It was interesting to learn all the knowledge that I didn't know before in general. Although my mindset is still the same thing, a lot of the questions and knowledge that you have to learn seem completely irrelevant. It seems like it's more of the sake of learn it because whoever made up the laws or flew traditional airplanes and all that, because they learned it, so they assume that you'll need it too. So it doesn't seem like they really have like a drone guy like in Transport Canada to really make the rules applicable to people like myself. I think one factor, if you're debating whether or not you wanted to try something like that, like through a drone school for your training, is whether or not you want to do things like complex flying, like say the SFOC, because apparently you have to have, I guess, certification of sorts to prove that you went through some kind of training, I guess, to approve your application, so they know you're not just some guy like, hey, I just want to fly here, so they'll take it seriously and all that. To my understanding too, at the moment, there doesn't seem to be a universal, I guess you could say, style or procedure for the flight reviewer. Like, you don't know what they could be looking for, like one person versus the other. So that makes it kind of even more odd right now in terms of, I guess, if you want to pass the in-flight review for the advance. It's just a little unfortunate with the way everything is set up. Again, it seems like a recreational flyer who just wants to do it purely for fun got the short end of the stick. But like I said, hopefully for myself, doing stuff like this, maybe it'll give me different opportunities to possibly fly in different places, and who knows? Because usually, just like you guys have seen before, maybe the different things I get to do will open up different doors to help, I guess, communicate the message to hopefully fix things. It was mentioned too in the class, we are essentially the early adopters, so we're getting basically the extreme good or the extreme bad out of everything, and I suppose it's up to people like us to try to innovate to get things fixed, so to speak. Alright, see you guys later.